Have you ever heard someone say that you should not eat tomatoes or potatoes? This idea has become quite popular online and is often talked about by celebrities. The foods they are talking about belong to a plant family called nightshades. This family of plants is very large, with thousands of different types. Most of them are not for eating, but a few are some of the most common and loved vegetables in our diets all around the world. It is important to understand what these vegetables are before we decide if the stories about them being unhealthy are true for us. So, what exactly is on the nightshade list? You might be very surprised to learn which vegetables are part of this group. Common examples include tomatoes, which are used in everything from salads to pasta sauces. Potatoes are also nightshades, but it is important to know that sweet potatoes are not. Other popular nightshades are aubergines, which you might know as eggplants, and all kinds of peppers. This includes both sweet bell peppers in all their colours and spicy chili peppers that add heat to our food. Even goji berries, often called a superfood, are part of this interesting plant family. The conversation around nightshades started when some people, including famous athletes and wellness influencers, began to say these foods were bad for them. They claimed that eating nightshades caused them to feel unwell. The main problem they talked about was inflammation, which is when parts of your body can become swollen, red, and painful. They suggested that cutting these vegetables out of their diet helped them feel much better, especially if they had problems with their joints, like arthritis, or issues with their digestion. This advice spread quickly on social media. Because of these claims, many people now feel confused. On one hand, we are always told to eat more fruits and vegetables for good health. On the other hand, we hear stories that some of these very common vegetables could be causing us harm. Is it possible that foods we have been eating for centuries, like potatoes and tomatoes, are secretly making us sick? This question has led scientists and doctors to look very closely at nightshades to separate the facts from the myths, so everyone can make healthy choices for their own body. The biggest worry people have about nightshade vegetables is their connection to inflammation. The theory you might hear is that these plants contain certain chemicals that can trigger your body's defense system, causing it to react as if it is fighting an illness. This reaction is what we call inflammation. For people who already have conditions caused by inflammation, such as rheumatoid arthritis, the idea that a simple tomato could make their pain worse is very concerning. This is why the topic has gained so much attention, especially among those looking for natural ways to manage their health problems. Let's look at what experts say. Most scientists and doctors today, including top professors who study gut health, do not agree that nightshades are a problem for the majority of people. In fact, their research often shows the opposite. They point to healthy eating plans, like the Mediterranean diet, which is full of tomatoes and peppers. People who follow this diet tend to have lower levels of inflammation, not higher. The huge amount of vitamins and antioxidants in these vegetables seems to help the body fight inflammation rather than cause it. There is no strong scientific proof linking nightshades to inflammation for the general population. So where did the negative ideas come from? They are mostly connected to two types of natural substances found in nightshade plants: glycoalkaloids and lectins. Glycoalkaloids, like solanine in potatoes, are compounds that protect the plant from pests. In very large amounts, they can be toxic to humans. However, the amount in the potatoes and tomatoes we buy at the store is extremely small and not considered dangerous. You would only be at risk if you ate potatoes that have turned green, which is where solanine levels are much higher. It's best to avoid eating any green parts of a potato. Lectins are another type of protein found in many plants, not just nightshades. The claim is that they can damage the lining of your gut and cause an immune response. While some lectins, like those in raw kidney beans, can make you very sick. The lectins in cooked nightshade vegetables have not been shown to be harmful in human studies. The process of cooking breaks down most of the lectins, making the food safe and healthy to eat. The evidence against the lectins in common nightshades is very weak and does not support cutting them out of your diet. When we look deeper into the science, the case against nightshades becomes even less convincing for most people. Researchers have studied these vegetables for many years. A brand new study from 2024, for example, looked at solanine, the chemical in potatoes that people worry about. The study, which was done on animals, found that solanine actually seemed to reduce inflammation and protect joints. While this is not a human trial, it suggests that the chemicals in nightshades might not work in the simple, harmful way that some people believe. Science is complicated, and things are not always as they seem. However, we cannot ignore the personal stories of some people. There are individuals, particularly those with autoimmune diseases, like irritable bowel syndrome or rheumatoid arthritis, who say they feel genuinely better when they stop eating nightshades. Their symptoms, like joint pain or stomach upset, seem to improve. Doctors acknowledge these experiences are real for those people. The reason for their improvement, though, might not be the nightshades themselves. It could be that when they cut out these foods, they also cut out other things that were causing the problem, or they simply started paying more attention to eating healthier overall. It is important to remember that these personal stories are what we call anecdotal evidence. This means they are not based on controlled scientific studies with many people. Right now, there is a small study happening with about 40 people to see if eliminating nightshades really helps with arthritis. But we don't have the results yet. Until we have bigger, better studies, we cannot say for sure that nightshades are the cause of these problems. It is possible that a very small number of people are sensitive to them, but it does not apply to everyone. The truth is that for most of us, nightshades are incredibly healthy. They are packed with essential nutrients. Tomatoes are full of vitamin C and lycopene, an antioxidant that is great for heart health. Peppers provide a fantastic source of vitamins A and C. Potatoes give us potassium and fiber, which are important for blood pressure and digestion. A major analysis of many studies in 2021 showed that people who ate more fruits and vegetables, including nightshades, had a lower risk of serious diseases like heart disease and cancer. Given all this information, the final question is whether you should remove nightshades from your diet. For the vast majority of people, the answer is no. These vegetables are a cornerstone of a healthy, balanced diet. Cutting out an entire group of vegetables without a very good reason can do more harm than good. You could miss out on important vitamins, minerals, and fiber that your body needs to stay healthy. An overly restrictive diet can lead to nutritional deficiencies and may even make your overall health worse in the long run. Variety is key to good nutrition. If you strongly suspect that a specific food, like tomatoes or peppers, is making you feel unwell, there is a sensible way to check. You can try a simple elimination diet, but it is best to do this carefully. Instead of cutting out all nightshades at once, try removing just one type of food for a few weeks, maybe 2 to 6 weeks. Pay close attention to how you feel. Then slowly reintroduce that food back into your diet and see if your symptoms return. This can help you identify a specific trigger food without unnecessarily restricting your diet. It is always a good idea to seek professional advice if you plan to make big changes to what you eat. A doctor or a registered dietitian can guide you through an elimination diet safely. They can help make sure you are still getting all the nutrients your body needs from other foods. They can also help you figure out if something else might be causing your symptoms. Sometimes the problem is not what you think it is, and a professional can help you see the bigger picture of your health and diet. In conclusion, The claim that nightshade vegetables cause inflammation is largely a myth for most people. While a very small number of individuals with specific conditions might be sensitive to them, there is no strong scientific evidence to suggest they are harmful. For almost everyone, nightshades are a delicious, nutritious, and beneficial part of a healthy lifestyle. So, you can continue to enjoy your tomato sauce, baked potatoes, and stir-fried peppers, knowing you are making a positive choice for your health. Don't let unfounded fears stop you from eating these wonderful vegetables.